Welcome to my channel. Guys, Robinhood looks more like early Coinbase than the version of the publicly traded exchange that listed Shiba Inu. Ask any crypto trader on Robinhood what they'd ask the company's executives, and you're likely to hear the following question: when SHIB? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell before going into the details. I'm going to show my own prediction on the chart. Christine Brown, COO of Robinhood Crypto, told Decrypt editor-in-chief Dan Roberts at today's Crypto Goes Mainstream live event that the company is taking its time with listing Shiba Inu, the 11th largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization and the hottest asset since Dogecoin, which helped rocket Robinhood into the crypto conversation. The first thing is that we're not going to talk about it, Brown said about the decision to list specific assets. More importantly, the company isn't following the route of Coinbase, whose CEO, Brian Armstrong, has vowed to become the Amazon of assets and list every asset that's legal. For years before it became the first publicly traded cryptocurrency exchange in the US, Coinbase shied away from listing more than a handful of tokens: Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, and Litecoin. Unlike Binance and other exchanges, it preferred a cautious approach that embraced established assets. No ICO coin spin-offs are assets perceived as being regulatory risks. But in late 2018, 6 years after Coinbase was founded, CEO Brian Armstrong hinted at expanding that list. Today we're announcing a new process that will allow us to rapidly list most digital assets that are compliant with local law, by satisfying listing requests in a jurisdiction-by-jurisdiction manner, the company wrote in a September 2018 blog post. Robinhood has taken on Coinbase's strategy in other areas, however. Brown confirmed that 1.6 million of the app's users are on the waitlist for its wallet, which the company has been promising for the better part of this year. That will allow consumers to take the assets they buy on Robinhood off the app so they can participate in decentralized finance and other parts of the crypto ecosystem. Brown said that the company has released an alpha of the product. Just don't expect to store SHIB on it. In 2020, the company began to loosen up, adding 21 more assets. And the floodgates truly opened this year. In the first half of 2021, Coinbase added 29 more crypto assets, a pace which hasn't let up in the back half of the year. The exchange went so far as to recently list Crypto.com coin, used by a main competitor to incentivize traders to use its exchange. I also think that our strategy is a little bit different than a lot of the other players out there who are just racing to list as many assets as possible right now, Brown said. We think that the short-term gain we might get is not worth the long-term trade-off for our users. Brown reiterated that Robinhood is a safety-first company, and added, "We want to make sure that we're working in assessing everything from a regulatory perspective really well." Robinhood, the mobile app that allows people to quickly trade popular stocks and 7 cryptocurrencies, has previously come under fire over its customer protection policies. The company received a record $70 million fine from the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority in June over several issues. First, service outages from March 2020 resulted in individual customers being unable to complete trades. Many, FINRA said, lost tens of thousands of dollars. This particular whale's wallet currently contains the second highest amount of SHIB tokens. The top holder is a black hole address that contains over 41% of Shiba Inu's overall supply that has been sent there by Vitalik Buterin. Shiba Inu is currently trading at 0.55, dipping from 0.57 in the past 3 hours. The last time trillions of tokens were transferred out of the whale's wallet, the market exhibited bearish momentum. The good news is, the coins have only been transferred to fresh addresses and haven't been touched since. In my opinion, this particular holder is either securing his tokens better by splitting them into different addresses, or selling his tokens via private sales. Second, FINRA said the company negligently communicated false and misleading information as far back as 2016, causing customers to see wrong account balances or misinterpret trade risks. That culminated in the 2020 suicide of Alex Kearns, a college student who mistakenly thought he had lost $700,000 on the platform via a leveraged trade. All of that predates Christine Brown's tenure as Robinhood Crypto COO. Brown, who came aboard in April of this year, has consistently emphasized customer safety and regulatory compliance for crypto purchases, echoing the early days of Coinbase. Guys, Coinbase profits dropped 75% in Q3 despite Dogecoin, SHIB listings. Coinbase followed a record Q2 with $406 million in net income for July through September. Coinbase, the largest US-based cryptocurrency exchange by trading volume, reported third-quarter earnings of $406 million today. Please don't sell the Shibas you have and let's enjoy the wealth together. While that number represents a 500% increase over Q3 2020, it's nonetheless a sizable drop from its record April through June, its first reporting period as a publicly traded company, when it posted a net income of $1.6 billion. Financial companies with crypto products have mostly been reporting reduced Q3 revenues compared to Q2, when markets were percolating. Square, which permits Bitcoin buying and trading via its Cash App, announced a 23% drop in BTC revenue in Q3, contributing to a slight decrease in overall profit for the firm. Robinhood's drop-off was steeper, with crypto revenue falling 78%. Total revenue for the stock and crypto trading app fell from $565 million to $365 million. Zoom out, though, to year-over-year earnings and the picture is brighter. All three companies are riding crypto as a long-term strategy rather than a short-term fix. Coinbase is rapidly expanding its listings, and, unlike in previous quarters, Bitcoin and Ethereum no longer controlled a majority of trading volume or transaction revenue. Bitcoin and Ethereum revenue were down from 26% each of the total in Q2 to 21% and 22% in Q3. Other crypto assets accounted for 57% of transaction revenue, as well as 59% of trading volume. The crypto exchange has worked to add new assets, expanding rapidly from the core 5 it kept on tap as recently as 3 years ago. The most notable addition has been Dogecoin, which perked up the company's coffers when it was added at the beginning of June, and Shiba Inu, the Doge knockoff that began trading on the exchange at the tail end of last quarter. Shiba Inu Richlist, 100 accounts hold over 80% of SHIB's supply. Top holder, black hole address. The top holder is a black hole address containing over 41% of the total Shiba Inu supply. This was the address Vitalik Buterin sent SHIB to in order to burn them and reduce the overall supply. He did end up donating over $1 billion in Shiba tokens to the India COVID Relief Fund, but ended up burning the rest. Second largest holder, Barry SHIB staking wallet. Moving on to the second largest holder that holds 4.41% of the total Shiba Inu supply. This wallet contains over 2 trillion SHIB tokens. This is the staking address for SHIB that contains all the Shiba Inu coins that were buried using Barry SHIB. Looking at the actual contract of the address, a comment in the code reads, "Barry SHIB is the coolest pit in town. You come in with some SHIB, and leave with more. The longer you stay, the more SHIB you get." Looking in the comments, many users are reporting that this is potentially a hacker's wallet that stole their coins. Here's just one example of many such comments. "Hi, would anyone be able to assist me? I unstaked my X SHIB from ShibaSwap to my MetaMask wallet. I have then tried to send my X SHIB to my crypto wallet. My X SHIB have now been diverted to this address. Is there any way of retrieving these tokens? This is not correct. The above address is simply staking your SHIB." Exchange wallets. Next down on the list we have the Crypto.com and Binance exchange addresses, which currently rank as the 5th and 6th largest holder of SHIB. $8 billion Shiba Inu whale wallet. Below that we have the infamous $8 billion whale wallet that has been circulating in the news. Last week it moved 40 trillion SHIB to 4 different addresses. Today that same whale moved 20 trillion more SHIB to 2 more addresses. It's clear that the market does not like to see those coins move. Uncertainty as to whether the whale will try to sell the coins on an exchange is a big reason for SHIB's current bearish momentum. The addresses following the whale all contain roughly 1% of the total supply of SHIB. While at first sight it may look like Shiba Inu has a lot of holders with an unfair amount of coins, the reality is much different. With almost 1 million addresses holding Shiba Inu, and the largest holder owning roughly 4% of the total supply, in my opinion the distribution of wealth when it comes to SHIB is relatively fair. SHIB continues to trade sideways throughout the day, showing strong support at the 054 level. Robinhood Crypto COO. We're in no rush to list tokens like SHIB. We've come to the end of the video, guys. I hope you understand what I want to say. Express your thoughts by commenting. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.